Okay. Hello. My name is Nakia Shade. I am a America's Next Grade Author semi-finalist 2022, a Dark Horse Comics author and artist of Climate Keepers, Agents of Project Zero. I'm also the creator of Masala Studios Incorporated. I'm the owner, and I create digital and creative products and services that are geared towards creatives of all ages. And today I want to just take a moment to talk a little bit about what I have to offer today. In the comments of this video or in the description of these videos, you'll find all my links. If you're on YouTube, you'll definitely find my links in the description and in the comments. But if you're on LinkedIn, I'll be sure to add the comments there. And if you're on Twitch, I'll definitely make sure I tell you where I am and where you can find my stuff. Okay. So one of my brands is called Nakia Shade, and that is for my audiobook Masala fiction dramas. So if you're familiar with like Bollywood or like Nollywood or other types of dramas, that's basically what Nakia Shade is. It's just dramas, and it's geared towards misfits and mixed women and neurodivergent women who want dramas that see who they are and encourage them to level up and accept themselves for who they are with more self-love and self-care. So one of the things I have for Nakia Shades, well, a couple of things, is I have a drama. It's called Song of Wata, and it's actually, I'm almost done with season 1. So if you go onto YouTube, my YouTube channel is Nakia Shade, you will find my playlist for the drama, and I have season 1's almost done. I have episodes 1 through 8 already live, so you can listen to those right now. And I have one more episode, no, 2 more episodes this year, and then I'm taking a break. So if you're interested in like Mami Wata mermaids, and you're interested in dramas about like sisterhood and revenge and betrayal, and it's set in like the Pacific Northwest, so it's a little bit of like a fantastical, magical realism. If you're interested in something like that, then go ahead and check Song of Wata out. I can drop the link to my YouTube. Actually, I can drop the link to the playlist. Let me do that. Then you can just binge it right now. It's perfect to binge and watch, especially because it's like cold outside. And I don't know about you, but like I fully enjoy binging stuff when the weather is cold, and it just makes it easier to do that. Okay, so let's see. Did I do this right? I think I did. So this is like the link to the playlist, but if you just look up Song of Wata, Nakia Shade on YouTube, you'll find it. So it's there. Now, it's also, I have it linked in my Twitch and on my other YouTube channel. So it's all linked there. And yeah, like I said, it's for adults, by the way. So this is not for kids. This is aimed at adults and older teenagers. The topics that I discuss in it is very much geared towards adult women and like older teens, like maybe 19 and up, 18 and up. So if you are into that sort of dramas where the women become more powerful and they level up and they don't take crap from no one, and it's all like pretty ladies. Let me actually turn my screen so you can kind of see the greeting cards on the wall, and then I'll talk about those in a second. These are my line of greeting cards that I have for Song of Wata. These are all the characters from the drama. Some of them haven't appeared yet. Like Eliza hasn't appeared yet, so this is not a spoiler. It's just she hasn't appeared yet. So this is Niambe, and actually, I will I will pull it off the wall. This is Niambe. She is the older sister, Niambe Bar. The story is about her and her younger sister, Sela Bar, how they deal with being sold at an auction by their human aunt, and how they both have diverging paths. This is Sela. My light's a little glaring into there, so I apologize. This is Sela Bar, and this is Nyambe Bar, and they're both the founding daughters of Kari Cascadia. They're half Mami Wata, half human. Their mother is Yamaya, who is like goddess, and Mami Wata, and their father's a human fisherman. And so the story is about Nyame and Sela and how they both deal with being sold at the auction by their aunt in different ways. Nyambe becomes a griot, which, if you don't know what a griot is, it is a performer, a living library, a teller of tales, somebody that has like the memory of the city or the town or the people. And it's very common in like West African, Pan African cultures to have somebody that can like recount the stories of like the city or the town or the people to keep the culture alive. So that's what her role is. And then Sela becomes a pirate like her dad. And I thought that was fun because I wanted to kind of spin it where people are like, ah, mermaids, like they're just sirens, which that's in here too. But she specifically becomes a pirate because it's personal for her to become a pirate. And the idea is the story is about is revenge or forgiveness gonna restore their sisterhood, keep their family legacy alive, and help their city of Cascade Cowrie, Cascadia to keep thriving because it's basically landlocked with oil. Um, and their city is kind of under siege by Captain Barbarossa, who's one of the I would say a villain. Spoiler, not really, but like he's just a person that has a lot of history in Cascadia that's not all positive. So we'll kind of see where that goes. But these are my greeting cards. These are high quality. These are actually matte finish, which I think that's why it's like glaring in the light. Or maybe it's shiny. I think it's shiny finish on these. These are greeting cards. This is Parveen. She is one of the characters in Song of Wata. We haven't met her yet, but we've heard of her a couple of times. Um, these greeting cards are based on my paper collage art. And so, if you didn't know this, I'm a paper collage artist. I use like paper and washi tape and acrylic marker. And I also do digital collage and like Procreate. And so I wanted to create greeting cards because I wanted people to have a bit of my art with them. A lot of the women that like these cards use them for like their ofrendas, their altars, their self care routines. These can be used as like manifestation cards, affirmation cards, greeting cards, prayer cards, wish cards. They make great greeting cards as well. On the back, you can see that I have a snippet of the story and then a QR code, which takes you to the landing, like a website pretty much, where you can sign up for free coloring pages on my community called Nakia Shade's Masala dramas. It's on like the platform called School. So you can sign up for that. And that's free, by the way. If you join that school community, it's free. And so on the back of these are blank. So it's perfect for you to write, draw, doodle, what have you. I have all types of women that buy these from me: teachers, therapists, social workers, mothers, after school arts program directors. I got all types of people that buy this kind of stuff. So if you're interested, and it's like Black Friday, also, I will also drop a link to my PayHip store so you can check that out. I don't think I launched the code for Black Friday, but if you buy 5 or more, then you get a discount. Let me see that code, or actually, I'll honor it. I'll update it right now. Takes like 5 seconds. Mhm. Let's see. It might take me a second to find this QR code thing or this discount code thing. But yeah, if you buy 5 or more cards, then you get a discount. And I have about, I want to say I have like 8 different cards in stock. These sell out like pretty quickly. And so just like grab yours when you can. I do restock them, so you don't have to worry about that. Mm. Ah, okay. Here it is. I found it. Let me update that for y'all. Percentage 20 starts here and it ends. Black Friday ends what? Like this time on the 28th? Okay. I'm gonna push it to the 30th. Because or the 31st. Because I know that like sometimes people don't get paid until like the end of the month. I understand that. So it's November. Okay, super. So, how do I copy this? Uh, send it to- I want to say all I have to do is just like, this is the boring stuff, by the way. It starts this week and it ends on the 30th. Great. Okay, super. So, like, I think I did it. um, I'm pretty sure I did it on sale discount. Mm, I think I'm just gonna stick with this one. Okay. Sorry, it's taking me a second because I'm like, I haven't done this since last year. So it's been a bit. Okay. If you use this code, if you use this code on my PayHip store, you can use it at your checkout and you can use it to buy yourself some cards. Here's a link to my store. So this is the link to my shop, and then use this code, and then you get like 20% off your like final purchase at like checkout for like Black Friday. So yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, about these cards, yeah, they're great. I really love the high quality of them as well. Like the paper is very high quality. It's not gonna like bleed through. I've seen like cards where the paper quality is really cheap, and so like the marker or the Sharpie bleeds through. You don't have to worry about that with these. This paper is very high quality. I forgot how many grams it is. I have that information, but I don't remember it off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure I put it in the on the cards. I want to say. Let me see. Did I do that? No, I did not. I don't recall the grams, but it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, the size. And when it's folded, it's this size. So it's really great. It's a standard size card. And it's printed locally. I based it Oregon. So I get these printed out in Vancouver, Washington. And the company that I print them through is super, super cool, super, super nice. Let me let you show you a little bit more. And I want to see if I can move this light just a bit because it's like really, really bright. It's like too bright. I guess that's better. I don't know. Okay, so with these cards, it has that like matte. I want to say it's like a matte finish, but like it could be like a little more muted. I know when I first got these prints, I had like a shiny finish. So these fold out too. They're still like 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'd say it's a pretty good size because it's like pretty standard. Use your envelopes, and that's kind of it. Like I mentioned, I have about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have like 8 designs that you can purchase. So you have that option to have like a whole set of cards, or you can just order like the multiples of the one that you like the most. Okay. Now, I mentioned that I have a community on School, now kind of named uh, Nakia Shade's Masala dramas. I would love to pull that up for you all. Let me see if I can screen share it. Screen share your is easiest with two. Um, let's see. I'm gonna move this light again because it's just like it's so bright. What happens when I use this light and not my ring light? I'll show what it looks like because I don't think many people know what School is. So School, and it looks like this. This is my like about page. Let me actually like stop sharing for 5 seconds. Okay, this is what the School page looks like. It's called Nakia Shade. It's all dramas. And like it says in the description, it's Masala fiction audiobook dramas with anime art for misfits. And so this is where you can go to let's see here. This is where you can go to grab those coloring pages. It's monthly. I also now, yes, finally, I have a tier for PR and brand stuff. But I'm gonna sign out because I feel like I'm showing you the wrong thing. Like you're not seeing it the way you're supposed to see it. Okay, great. So you'd have to create a School account for everything. But I do have those like two kind of memberships. It's free to join anyway, but I have this brand PR tier that I forgot how much it was, but it was pretty, I think it was like $9 a month or something. Or was it like $15 a month? And that's when you can like send me stuff. You can send me anything that you'd like me to review that wasn't my brand, like wigs or jewelry, or if you're a Muslim woman-owned business, you can send me like clothes or like stationery or home, whatever, that kind of stuff. And I'll look into it and I'll let you know if it's a good fit or not. This is like what the free, this was actually September's. Oh gosh, I'm coloring September's coloring page. We were coloring September's coloring page yesterday, or a couple days ago. So this we're on September's coloring page. Um, but in the classroom, there's all types of gifts here. So I have the September, I have October, and then this one's November's coloring page. So you can go to the classroom section. I have that. These are like just group rules. This is where you can listen to the drama. I have a glossary of terms. I know some people may not be familiar with how the names are pronounced, or like some of the terms that I use that are like from Arabic or uh, like uh, Islam or like other cultures and stuff. So I put that in there just so people kind of know. And then I have episode behind the scenes stuff. I feel kind of like embarrassed with some of that stuff. I hate sharing my process with people because I find that people are like super critical, super judgmental. People like to talk about stuff without like appreciating the end result. So I'm not even going to show you what that looks like. If you're into art, if you're into like the process, you can look at it for yourself. I may actually stop sharing this kind of stuff because I just don't like dealing with people's nonsense. And so far, I'm like so new in this space that I haven't had that problem yet, but I foresee it becoming a problem in the future. So I may block this out for the paid people. So if you're gonna talk shit, at least you're paying me, you're not wasting my time. Oh, also, um, I'll show you what my pay store looks like. Like you can proceed to checkout. I added a card in here. You can like proceed to checkout, and then this is like the pay thing here. I want to say you can add multiples to your cart, and then where's that little code area? Somewhere here, there's the code area that you can add your stuff, but I'm not gonna fill this out. But you have that code, Nakia Shade 20, and you can just look at the stuff that you're interested in. I only have the cards right now, but maybe in the future I'll have other stuff. And since I'm already on here, I would love to show you my starving artist fed artist school, which you'd have to create a school account again. But if you are somebody that is an artist, or you teach languages, or you're a poet, or you're a dancer, or you're somebody that has like these creative skills, but you don't really know how to teach, you're really intuitive, so you don't really understand the best way to teach somebody. And everyone keeps telling you you should teach, but you don't know how. This is a perfect group for you. I actually have a 7-day free trial for the paid version, and then I have a like a freemium version where the first course is free for you, and then you can unlock the other ones by paying the $9 a month membership. It's totally worth it. I got about 3 other gals in there. One's a cartoonist, one's a pastel artist, the other's a chef. And so we're still a really new community, and I'd love to see like 5 more people in here by the end of the year, honestly. I would love to see so many other types of artists in here. And my personal philosophy is that the starving artist is a myth. And so you can get paid by your community to teach classes about what you know and love. And it's self paced, it's asynchronous. So you can go at your own pace. I have it broken down into like 4 weeks or like 4 lessons. And then I have some bonus stuff in there too. So it's really a great community. I have prompts in there. I have lesson plan cheat sheets. I have outreach scripts or like emails that you can use when you want to contact different community organizations. I teach you how to read contracts and negotiate better terms and prices. I share with you, my struggles that I faced initially. I also have a book. Oh, let me bring that up for you. Um, I think this is the one. I think this is the one. Yeah, this should be the one. This is called Starving Artist Fed Artist. Teach what you know, get paid by your community. This is a book version of that course. It's very basic, but school community goes in a lot further, so you get more support with other creatives all over the world. You get to talk to me, and you also receive more um, expanded on the book. The book alone is just perfectly great for just beginners, but if you want more added to it, then the school community is for you. It's $9, so you can just pay $9 and you get access to this book. A lot of good stuff in here. This was based off of when I first started comic collage and paper collage. So this is just my tips for you all, my process, my method. And then if you go to the other part of my Gumroad page, I also have like these collage, part of my collage kits actually. But then I also got booked by DMs, which is like a super simple way for you all to learn how to pitch your work on Instagram DMs. to creatives, to community-based organizations that want your work. So this is great if you're interested in wanting just a simple way that you could like watch the videos, like 2 videos, and just go to town. Spring's coming up, so the spring term 2026 is coming up for a lot of organizations around the country. So now would be a good time to start pitching to them. If you're interested in like a library or a culture center or an art center, I would start now. So you can buy this for $9.97, under $10. It's 10 pages. You get 2 videos, you get your swipe file, you have plug and play, DM templates, you learn how to pitch $100 workshop, and you have lifetime access to the replays and any updates that I have. So yeah, this is pretty good, I'd say. Uh, let's go back to the stream and stop sharing. How do I stop? There we go. Great. Okay. So that's that. Oh, I've had this on screen the whole time. Okay. Well, almost ready for that chill and color and chill. And I want to share 2 more things, and then we will start the color and chill. This is the comic that I'm the author of. It's called Climate Keepers, Agents of Project Zero. This was published by Dark Horse Comics, and it was for Portland General Electric's Project Zero initiative. And so this is for kids, for middle schoolers, elementary schoolers. I'm the character designer. I'm the cover designer. I'm the author. So I wrote the scripts. And Caitlin Lake is the final artist. She also designed the villain Ibsen. She refined his character design quite nicely. So the props to Caitlin Lake. And it's great. It's really short. It's like 12 pages. It's super short, but it's a great comic if you like eco-friendly, if you have kids that like stuff about the environment or anything like for Earth Day. If you're a teacher, a lot of teachers um order these online. I sell them also because I add my signature on there, but you can just, if you're a teacher and educator, you can order them online from like the PGE comic like website, Project Zero. I want to say it's Climate Keepers Agents. If you Google Climate Keepers Agents of Project Zero, you'll find like the main link. And if you're an educator or a teacher, you can just order these for your classroom. And if you're local, I'm happy to sign them for your students. I'm happy to do that. This is the Cool Storytellers Cut and Create Collage Kits. I mentioned this because we'll be having an in-person collage class coming up next month sometime. I still have to get things squared away with the venue, but we'll have either a kit style like this. So it's a really nice, robust kit. This is actually a large version of the kit. The kits that you would be receiving at the in-person one are about half the size, a little smaller, like an 8.5 by 10. This is 11 by 12, I want to say. It's a little bit bigger. But in here is all the supplies you would need for paper collage. This is appropriate for all ages. It's appropriate for those who have latex allergies, for those with mobility issues, for those who are left-handed, for those who can't cut paper and would rather tear. I teach these methods and techniques in my paper collage with Nadia, and that is a new community that I have on School. It's not ready yet, but you are welcome to um, be on my like newsletter waiting list for that, and I'll let you know when it's ready. It's for adults mainly because I find that there's not enough adult collage classes, and if there are, they're not like centralized. Like they're not. It's like you have to know someone, and I hate that. Like I just want to present collage to people that want to show up every month or every week, and you just join us from the comfort of your cozy home, and you have your supplies, or like you can order one of my collage kits, and you can just like have a good time. I feel like that's really important, especially because of the weather. I don't know about you, but winter gives me the blah, the ick, and so I want to have more of this kind of stuff available in my communities because I think art is very important. So if you are interested, I will leave a link. This is probably the best one, honestly. Yeah, this is the best one. Even though it says like prompts and stuff, this is the best one because it'll allow me to like collect your email, and then on there, you get access to like fall prompts, even though it's like winter now. But you can join that newsletter like landing page, and then you'll know when my next in person classes and when my paper collage with Nadia launches on the school platform, which is SKOOL school, which is where the Nakia Shades Masala drama is on, and where the starving artist fed artist community is on. Okay, I feel like I did all my spiel. I did actually want to mention two more things before I get into this color and chill. Um, there is a company called Free Website Guys, and they're offering free websites for my community. So if you're a creative or you're an entrepreneur or you're an artist and you're looking for like a really simple free website, they might be an option for you. You can check them out, and I'll drop the link so that you can check them out and see if they're a good fit for you. Let me find that link for you. They create like thousands of websites for all types of businesses. They reached out to me because they wanted to know if my community was interested, and I told them, sure, why not? And so that's something that I wanted to offer you all if you're interested. They also offer like paid plans as well. So whenever your website needs more support or more like maintenance, they can help you with that, and they offer that sort of support as well. So I'll drop this one in the chat. This is the free website, guys. I also wanted to share, if you notice, I'm using StreamYard today. I've been using OBS and I'm never going back because StreamYard's really good. So if you're new to streaming or you want to level up your stream stuff like me, like I think if anyone watches my lives from 2 months ago, I was using Zoom. Like that's where we're at, guys. I was using Zoom. But I don't want to use Zoom unless I have to. So you can upgrade to like StreamYard, and this is my like referral code. So I'll drop that in there. Also, this is the free website, guys. Professional websites for your brand. You can check them out and see if it's something for you or not. It might be. So give them a look. And then I have my StreamYard code. You get $10 discount. This is my like referral code, so you can check that. It's also in the description of my YouTube videos. So, like I said, I was using Zoom. I only use Zoom unless I have to for like interviews, and I was using OBS, and it was a scuffed setup. No, no, we're better than that. We have to have some. We have to have some. We have to have some more structure here. So I like StreamYard a lot. So that's what I'm using now. That's my code for StreamYard. You can get $10 discount. I also wanted to share two more things, and then we will definitely get into that chill and draw, or that color and chill. This is my Money Monarch 50% off referral code. If you don't know what Money Monarch is, it is a app and a desktop app that you can use to track your finances, or personal finances, or your business finances. I use them for my business and personal finance, and I love that I don't have to think about saving my receipts, or if an unknown Amazon purchase pops up on my um, charges on my debit card or my credit card. I'm like, what's this? Money Monarch is great because they also track your spending, but month by month, quarterly, and yearly. So you have a really good idea of what your spending is month by month, quarter by quarter, as well as like your income streams, so your cash flow, all these cool things. I recommend it. You get 50% off, so go ahead and check that out. That's of interest to you. I know once I started using it, I've been using it since earlier this year, and I've tried other methods, other platforms. Money Monarch is like the simplest thing for me. I use it on my iPhone, I use it on my desktop. I regularly check my finances like every day, and then I do like meetings with myself like every month just to check in, make sure everything's looking good. So I highly recommend this. It's a great gift for yourself to invest in yourself financially, to have something that can be that works as hard as you do. So I recommend that. And then some of you may be familiar with this, some of you may not be. This is Opus Clip. This is my referral link. If you don't know what Opus Clip is, it's an AI-based platform that takes your long-form content, like this live stream, for instance, and chops it down into these smaller videos that are great for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and like TikTok. And I use this for everything. All those shorts that you see on the Nakia Shade YouTube channel, that's from Opus Clip. All the subtitles, all the captions, all the effects, everything is Opus Clip. So I highly recommend them. They've changed my life because it's so simple for me to just like record a video and then it chops it up into little segments. And even my long form videos, I can use it to add subtitles or to do anything of that nature. It's super helpful. I am a big like advocate of using AI, especially as somebody that is a neurodivergent woman. I'm a creative woman. I am a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I need systems that work as hard as I do and that get the job done and that are efficient. So, this is just my referral link for you all to use so that you have access to it and you can try it out. I believe they have a Black Friday sale as well, but I don't remember how much it is off. But go ahead and use my referral link and see how much more you can get off it. I don't know, but you're welcome to use it. Okay, enough yapping. I'm going to start the draw. Um, if you're new here, welcome. Hello. My name's Nakia Shade, and I am a author. I'm an artist, and today we're going to have a chill and or a color and chill. And so I'm gonna add it to the stage right now. I would like to try something where I'm not the big focus, and this is more. No, that's not. Oh, okay, great. Now we were doing this yesterday, by the way, or just a couple days ago. Time flies, yes, time flies. There's a few things I wanted to share about this one, or to continue to share about this one. Before I started, I added this other layer, which we're going to use for coloring the lines. And then this is the actual coloring. By the way, I would love to be able to like have the soundtrack playing as I'm drawing, but I don't know how to do that. And I think, and then you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I think I'm just gonna like cut my losses on that and have this super fancy stream set up when honestly I don't even know how to do all that stuff. So we're gonna stick with what we have going for us today. Oops. I don't like this. This brush is the gouache. If you don't know what this platform is, I'm using Procreate. This is the classic library. I know they just released like another library called, I don't know what this is, like Procreate library, something like that. I haven't used it yet for this one, but they have all types of brushes and stuff. Maybe I'll try one here just to see if it looks good or not. Oh, that is kind of nice actually. There's all types of brushes. I do not use all these fancy brushes. I use extremely simple stuff. I like simple, repeatable stuff. I'm not the type of person to sit here and use 50,000 brushes. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. I got more important things to do. I want something that looks consistent that I can keep doing again and again and again. And if I need to add stuff to make it look different or better, then I'll do that. But my workflow is very simple. Just like my traditional workflow, it's very simple. I would actually love, once I finish this coloring page, this is September's coloring page. I'm pretty sure I can bring that up. Okay, great. Uh, oh, sorry, I got rid of my audio. My bad. Okay, this is September's coloring page, and I swear to God, I'm like a complete loser with this stuff. I don't know how to do this stuff, you guys. Like, this is hard. Okay, I guess that's the only way we can do it. This is I'm coloring September's coloring page right now, so I'll zoom out so you can like appreciate it a bit better. Yeah, this is September's coloring page from my school community, so you can check that out on there. And then I thought I could like full screen it. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. This is on my school community, Nakia Shade's Masala dramas, and I'm pretty sure I had a link here earlier to it. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh. Mm-hmm. I know it's in my like YouTube description, and I'm just like silly trying to put it in here. Okay, here it is. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, this is the school one. And then I do have that paid tier up now, so that you can send me stuff if you're a business owner or if you are like a brand or something. You can send me that stuff too. I want to make sure that everything is there also. But that's what I'm coloring today, or tonight rather. And I will go back to coloring it in just a moment. I wish it was like easier to share this with you guys. I feel like it's harder. So I have the standard one, which is free, and you get these coloring pages. And then I have a premium one where it's the PR tier, and then you get monthly greeting cards as well, similar to the ones that you see um, that I had showcased earlier. So I've got two tiers now. I got that other tier up and running, so I'm very happy for that. All right, let's get back to this color. And like I started out using Zoom. I started out using anything that I could afford. There's no shame in using what you can afford to get what you want. You know what I mean? Like now, like I want to upgrade, but to get to this level, I needed to use what I could afford. So I think it's important to understand that like you don't have to start with really fancy equipment. You can just start out with whatever you can afford, and that's sufficient. I think I liked it better when it was blue. I think I actually have. I wanted to reference this one. Yeah, it's like a off yellow, off white color. I'm gonna go stick with that because I think it works better for her skin tone. Yeah, that's good. And again, this one's traditional and this one's digital. So we have two things going on here. And I'm just gonna continue on coloring like we were doing a couple days ago. I did take a break from streaming, I don't know about you guys, but when it's this kind of weather, all I want to do is just rest. So I like gave myself permission to just rest, and I'm really grateful that like with my schedule and everything with work, I can just pick the days I want to work and then do literally anything else I want any other day. I think with Niambe, I'm always like considering just like her color scheme. I swear it changes like very frequently. I don't get locked into one color scheme. Like if I have a basic idea of what I want it to look like, then I kind of stick with that. Otherwise, I don't try to like force myself to have a consistent color scheme because I think that's boring. Like I know her basic colors. I know, how I want her to look. I just don't waste a lot of time trying to get like I'm not out here using a color picker and stuff. Like if you all didn't know this, I didn't go to art school. I'm not an artist in the sense that I was trained. I'm just an artist because I grew up drawing a lot and writing a lot and telling stories because I just enjoyed entertaining myself with my imagination and stuff. And so I am not by any means a qualified artist. I am simply a gal that likes art and storytelling enough to make it into a business, into a brand, and into a form of creative expression. And I've always loved doing this kind of stuff. Like I've always loved just it's like my comfort thing. Like some people like to do other stuff. I've always just enjoyed drawing art. And with this story, it's very much about the sisters' relationship with themselves, with each other, with their parents. It's like it's not just beautiful ladies. There's other stuff happening that I think that's why I keep coming back to it. That's like I'm so interested in it. Yes, she looks weird. Don't worry. We're gonna fix a lot of stuff so that she looks less weird. This lightest color might be too light because it's lighter than her actual skin tone. And that's slightly better, but maybe a little more vibrancy. Yeah, that's good. And the other thing I like about working traditionally is that, like, you see this, I can't color pick this. This is literally whatever I had available to me. And I'll bring this up more so you can see. But this was only thing I had with like acrylics, markers, washi tape, and paper. That's it. I can't, you know, uh, click this and I can't do all that. And that's why I think I prefer traditional in some aspects, and then I prefer digital in other aspects because I don't have to sit here and like overthink it. I can just be like, okay, I like this, and that's it, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna try to do more. I'm not gonna try to make this look fancier. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I like this one a lot. It's very like powdery. Yes, Nyambe's eyebrows change in like size, like depending on what I need them to be for. Honestly, here she's looking very like voguey, not vogue, but she's just looking serene. Her personality type is motherly, like warm, the mom friend, very much an artist. She's a griot. Okay. Now, come in. This one here. Yes, I do have the other layer that I talked about, but I also enjoy just coming back in and adding more line details before I get to the other stuff. And they're Mami Wata, so they have serpent eyes. I don't know if you have like heard of the Mami Wata myths. Basically, they're a type of mythological creature. There's also spirituality around Mami Wata as well. Um, within Africa, so I did aspects of that into this story, but basically they're like women. They can turn into snakes. They have like snake companions. They can turn into mermaid type figures, humans, and then other types of beings. And so I thought that was cool as a concept, and I wanted to run with it with this story. I don't know why this is a little powdery, but it's like this is chocolate. Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, it looks nice. Mm-hmm. I've learned like other coloring techniques, and I just like this. I like this mix between like, the anime style and like a painterly style. As I learn more and develop my styles for this drama in particular, I will grow with more knowledge and wisdom to do more advanced stuff. But for now, I could care less, and I want to simply do the simplest, laziest, easiest method for me. Because if you don't know me, I like to work smarter, not harder. I'm not the person that's going to volunteer to do everything. That used to be me, but I no longer do such nonsense. I will get somebody else to do the work for me and then be like, "You got this." And then I'll sit there and like coach or whatever. But I'm not that person to do all that. See, so it's good now. There's another technique that I've learned from another artist. This may not work. This might work. We're gonna test it out and see. I don't know. I haven't watched the video in a bit, but like I said, I'm not trying to do too much. Doing too much is not in my vocabulary. I just want to give her eyes a bit more softness to them without doing too much. Yeah, that works. Great, okay. And so her lips, I'm going to go back to that line layer that I mentioned before. I'm going to take this layer that is a little bit over hers, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to make this darker. I noticed that it's not as dark as I want it to be, so I'm either going to linear blur it, or I'm going to color burn it, or I'm going to multiply it. But I think color burn might be the way to go with this. And make sure that, my lines are, what's the word, visible as well. And this is her like mouth area, so I kind of want this to be a bit more pronounced. I don't like how light that is. Feels like it's floating out of her mouth instead of being like her actual teeth. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna move on to finishing up these details in her eyes, and then we're gonna move on to the rest of it. I just changed a little bit of this because I feel like it's a bit too dark for what I needed it to be. Okay, that's better, kind of. I don't want to get too bogged down with this one. Sometimes these little details can really be too much. I don't usually do them, but I find, again, with digital, I'm always wanting to try new stuff. And sometimes it doesn't work the way I want it to, maybe because I don't have the skill to make it work. Okay, that looks good to me. Now we're going to move on to her hair. In the sketch, I have a lot of pinks, and I think I want to repeat that, but I don't want to, like, let me see if I can get this. I don't know why that layer isn't, like, doing what it needs to do. It's kind of weird. It's not offering me the thing that I need to offer. Anyway, I'm going to outline these roses in this pink color. Maybe like a darker pink color because I have this in a different blend mode. And then from there, I'm going to fill it in. Oh, sorry, my head's in the way. And I'm only going to be on for like maybe an hour, maybe a little longer, just a little, maybe 70 minutes or so. So we're not going to finish this today, but I'm going to get as much as I can done on the stream. And again, this is my September coloring page. I might even need to change that QR code so you guys can just grab it on your phones. Great, okay. Let me change. Okay, this is the code. Whoops. Okay. This is the new QR code for the Nakia Shade Masala dramas. So you can join that for this month's, or sorry, September's coloring page. It's September's coloring page. If you're interested in coloring along with me tonight, or the next time I'm live on stream, that QR code will take you to that school community, and then you can grab that coloring page, and it's free, so you don't pay anything. Okay. Oops. Now, the last time I drew roses in Niambe's hair, it was a wild ride. I'm gonna attempt to do this again with these fancy brushes. These fancy brushes that I am getting overwhelmed looking at because there's too many options and I just need like one blending mode. I don't need all these 50,000 brushes that literally are too much. I like these rough, grungy looking ones because they can look pretty soft. I guess the only downside is like it's not layering with the other color that I have. It's like erasing it. I don't like that. At least that one is anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. This is like glazing it, which I think works for roses. And obviously, like, I could make another layer if I really wanted to, which I think I might, and just make this like a color burn layer or something, and or like some other type of like softer kind of lighter screen layer or whatever, and just come in here and start like, you know, layering those roses in her hair. I actually think this is too light, so I'm going to come back in and change that. But there's no wrong or right way to do this. There's all types of ways that I can blend this stuff and still keep that color underneath. Like this looks way nicer now. So I'm going to keep doing that. And again, I like abstract methods. I'm not going to get too realistic. I'm not trying to draw all rose stuff. I don't care. I'm not doing that. That's not what we're here for. Today, I'm just abstractly drawing her roses in her hair using contrast, hierarchy, texture to give that look. Yeah, there's like other ways to do it, but that's not the way I'm doing it today. Great, okay. Oh, I like that. That's like a nice muted color. Maybe a bit too muted, honestly. Yeah, I like that. I made this one muted. I want the other aspects of her to like be more on the focus instead of the brightness. Her hair is already pretty bright. I think muting this makes a lot more sense. Great. Okay, it's feeling good. Now I'm going to fill in the colors of her earrings. I already kind of have an idea of what I want that to be, like some kind of gold color, like similar to her outfit. And I'm just gonna outline certain aspects of her outfit, or aspects of her thing. I think I'm gonna use like this inking brush stuff though. I don't know why it looks like this. Some of these brushes are just weird. Like, I can't see myself using a lot of these. They're just so weird. Like this one looks interesting. Again, I'm referencing this one also. So, it's on the side so you kind of appreciate it a bit more. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, I have that like other layer. So I can throw that on top. And then now stuff starts to look really good because now it's starting to blend a little differently. You're getting like different textures popping through. It starts to look more balanced. It's just, yeah, things come together. It just takes a hot minute. Okay, great. Okay, earrings done. Base is done. Mm, see if I can get that brown back in here. Looks good. I would, I like to anyway. Try. I'm gonna go with the eyes real quickly. Something simple, nothing crazy. Skin tone's this color. I'm just gonna play around with her eyeshadow just a little. Nothing crazy. Look at that. Giving her a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not gonna make this super detailed either. I just wanted to give her just, a little blush, a little something. Gives her a bit of softness. Blend this into the nose. Great, okay, and then, I don't think I really need the bridge of her nose in this one. I can, suggest it, but it's not really necessary. There's a lot already happening that would suggest that she has the bridge of her nose, so I don't want to like overdo it. And with the bottom of her nose, I just like to give her a little bit more definition in areas that I think she might need a little bit more definition, a little bit more tone. This is a little bit darker, not too much. Great. Okay. So I'm going to come back in like this. And this is when the cool stuff starts to happen because I get to use actual makeup techniques that I use on myself. So I can contour her face the way I'd contour my face. And that's one of the benefits, I think, of digital is that you can do all these really interesting things that you probably wouldn't be able to do traditionally. They wouldn't be contouring her face traditionally, but only because I have access to this kind of stuff that I can do that. It's like blending out the stuff here. And yes, I realize that Niambe's skin tone looks darker here. I'm going to change that in the end. I have this tendency to either make her too light or too dark. I'm still getting the hang of her skin tone because it is a bit of a challenge for me. See, now she looks too dark. She's in this weird middle ground. I like to just go back to the reference photo and then figure out what to do. So I wasn't off by too much, thankfully. And like I said before, I'm not going to do too much, otherwise it gets like too cooked, if that makes any sense. It starts to look too much. Like very basic things start to become too much detail. And I don't really want that. I want to keep the very subtle, simple stuff. So just continuing on with the very subtle, simple stuff. Nothing too much. And this is also when I start to erase the original lines so that the new lines I created can do their thing. I might not need a lot of these lines. They might be like too much. And so I take that opportunity to change a couple of things. Not too much, because if I change too much, then you can't really, things sort of get lost. Simple things I can change, and I do. I think at this point, I might need like another ink pen. And then I'm going to go into, now I'm going to stop what I'm doing there. I'm going to go into her outfit, and I'm going to start outlining like her cowrie shells and almost done. I'm going to be on for like another 25 minutes and then I will be done for tonight. And this is great because I can come in here. Well, maybe not. A lot of Niambe's clothes are based off of my outfits. Sela's clothes are based off of outfits that I would like to wear or that I do have. So I always like have references for their outfits, and then I have stuff like my own clothes that I reference to. Okay. Looking good. Reference photos looking good. Okay, so we're gonna go back to those pinks because I do think I could use that in the flowers here. I'm gonna make this brush a little bit bigger, and then I'm just gonna go to town, adding in all these really pretty light pinks that, with these strong angular shapes, looks really good. And actually go on with these colors, because I think I should repeat other colors in the picture so that your eye can wander. And then notice that this is not as dark as I would have liked it to be. So I go back and just a little bit more and darken this so that the color starts to blend into this paint, and that's not just white, but it's picking up other colors as well. Yeah. Okay, let's lay in the sky, let's lay in the pot, and let's lay in the green of the leaves. And then we're getting closer to being done tonight. It's too cold and it's a little warmer. Okay, let's get the pot color. I like this brown that I had in the original concept sketch, so I'm going to actually take that. I'm going to drop a little darker, maybe a little more terracotta, a little warmer, and then just lay it in. I know this is a gouache brush, but to me it feels like a watercolor brush. Like, it's really good at picking up the colors underneath. I like that. Like, it's blending the colors underneath and the colors on top at the same time. I like that. I like that a lot. It's great to do more of like an abstract look. And clean up those edges without having to do a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna lay in the sky color in the mountains. Oops. I like this better because I think that's better. So I remove this reference photo. Because we can still keep a lot of this underneath color too when we're blending. I don't have to get rid of it. I can keep it. I can just make sure it's blending in at a different level. Yeah. bit more. This one. This one. It's just those mountains in the back. A little brighter, a little greener. And this is, I want to say it's like Mount St. Helens that she has behind her. Okay. And the last thing I want to do is add some kind of a border, and then we're done for tonight. And by adding some kind of a border, it'll give us closure, framing. This is the technique that you use a lot in traditional medium as well. Okay, so a little darker. You even reuse that color that we had before, the brown. I think that might work nicer. Let's see here. Okay, I'm done for tonight. I got this far. Maybe I should color in our little bird friend also. I really like this coloring. This brush is very nice. It's giving me the kind of look that I really like, which is this soft look. It's not too digital, but it looks so traditional, a little messy. Great, okay. That's where we're at. I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. And I'm going to bring it up to the camera. But this is what I have right now so far. Very, very basic, very, very simple, but with a little bit of touches and more details. It's going to look really nice. It's going to look super professional, and I didn't spend a lot of time at all. Okay. This is our reference photo that I've used. Also, there's some things I have to change, like her skin again near the end, because it is a little bit too light, just a little bit. So I'll change that again. Maybe before I head out, I'll do that, just a little bit of adjustments to that. See, the problem that I get with Niambe's skin is like it's either too red or it's too. It's this weird in between color that I really struggle with her in particular. But we got some. I have to go, obviously, have to go back in and change a lot of this stuff that I put in. So perhaps I can do that right now, just because I want to come back and feel like I did a job. I'm gonna actually just erase it. I don't know if I'm erasing everything on this layer, but I'm gonna go ahead and just erase the stuff that I added on here. And that's the thing, like when you have like different skin tones and stuff, you may have to do a little bit of editing. I know I have this gradient map version that I could do, but I haven't learned it yet. But that is an option as well, utilizing gradient maps. I'm just gonna erase what I can on top here. Top of her face. Yeah. And then I think anything else that's here is probably just because I added it with the other brush. I don't think it's something that I was locked into or anything. There's a function here for layers. Finger touch will invoke layer selection. Let's try that. What layer is this? Okay, it's this layer. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing until I get to this far in, and I'm like, I added all that crap on top. I didn't even realize it. That happens, though. Okay, this splattery brush, I like that effect. I didn't realize that's what happened, but I do like it. So I'm probably gonna use that. And again, with the coloring lines layer, again, like I can get rid of her little dimples, and then I can just add them back in a different way. I'm not like committed to the liner. Like I can do whatever I want. So I just find that to be more flexible with my style. That's kind of it, guys. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. I could sit here and just keep adding stuff on her face, but I don't really want to do too much more tonight. I have other stuff I gotta get done and get some sleep. I really like this brush. I don't know. I'm really digging it. Okay. That's it for tonight. Again, this was the coloring page for September. So if you haven't gotten that already, you can go online to Nakia Shade's Dramas to grab that coloring page. And that's kind of it. That's what we did today. We worked on this coloring page, and I can show you what it looks like up here. Hello. That's what we did today. That's what we got to so far with everything. And yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you're just joining me now, um, we just finished the coloring page. I also, I'll mention this very briefly. I have this funding goal of $600 for Song of Wata Season 2. I have my Cash App link in this box right above it. Because even if you send me like $2, $5, whatever you can afford, that all goes to purchasing software for the drama, that goes to editing software for the drama, it goes to me buying like sound effects, it goes to me purchasing things that I can use to edit my audio dramas. It also goes to the printing of new cards for the next season. So if that's of interest to you and you don't want to purchase items and you don't want to join my school community, you can just send me money through Cash App. I would appreciate it. But that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Right, take care. And I'll set an outro.